I'm Paul Klein. I was selected to be the art consultant for the new McCormick Place West expansion. We decided to use solely Chicago and Illinois artists for this project. There are approximately 50 works of art in this building by 30 artists. The works of art range from 8 by 10 feet to as large as 10 by 100 feet. All the works of art were commissioned and were selected specifically for the sites that they are permanently placed in. I've been involved in the arts in Chicago for about 25 years. To select the artists, I looked at the artists who I already knew and sought to expand that database by doing an open call, and ultimately had about 500 artists who submitted work. Many of the artists who we looked at, and some of whom we chose, I had no familiarity with previously. Preston Jackson is a wonderful example of an artist who was proposed to us by the Bronzeville community, and we used his work. This work of art is by Jason Piat. There are 102 boxes on this wall. Each box represents one of the 102 counties in the state of Illinois. Most of the boxes have strips of wood on them. Each strip of wood indicates 5,000 residents that live in that county. There are 6 counties across the center that have fewer than 5,000 residents, and therefore they have a light in them and no wood pieces on them. There's one box that's exceptionally tight. This is for Cook County, where Chicago is located. Behind me is a suite of 8 pieces by Dan Ramirez. Each one of those is 13 feet tall and 8 feet wide, and they're all based on Nelson Algren's 1952 book, Chicago City on the Make. There's a William Conger painting behind us that deals with Chicago as a center of commerce, and you can see lines and circles that allude to the highways, the waterways, the railroads, the commerce, the hub, the wheel kind of notion that Chicago and commerce spins from here. There's 4 photographs by Mark Hauser that deal with Chicago city workers, a policeman, a fireman, a garbage collector, a construction worker. There's a suite of 5 photographs by Scott Fortino that address Lake Michigan, the influence of the lake, the edge that's there, the horizon, and I find it fascinating that besides being a consummate artist, Scott Fortino is also a full-time Chicago cop. There are 5 photographs by Bob Thal, all dealing with the river and how it influences the architecture, and the architecture influences the river, and again, the notion of commerce. I'd like people to experience the art in Chicago and get a sense of the diversity that exists here. Not only diversity racially, but thematically, aesthetically, that there's a lot of abstract work, that there's some delicate work, that there's some powerful work, that there's a lot of things going on here that address, I guess, core Midwestern ethics and values that are indigenous to Chicago as well. Art provides a source of stimulation for all of us, that art can be accessible, that regular people like you and me can enjoy this art and not have to have a really huge art background. I'd like people to have a good time.